What is going on, everybody? It's Faye here, and how you guys all doing? Today, I'm going to be discussing with you guys the things about my server, and especially if you are new to the server or you want to find a new server to play on that is based in survival or stuff like that, then this is the kind of video for you. If you are someone that has played for a while, this is not really much of something that you really need to hear, but if you want to watch it, it's going to be discussing and talking about how the server's changed in the past 8 months, I believe. It's been up 8 to 9 months, almost a year, guys. Almost 1 year this server's been up, almost. And I'm getting pretty close. And guys, I just want to say I thank everybody that has ever played on the server. You guys have been here, and showing the support to me, and I really love it. And guys, everyone that's been subscribed to me since I've started my channel, or since I've opened the server and released it, I thank you for being here for so long. And you know what? For the new viewers, I thank you for just watching this video. Um, the things I'm going to be discussing about today in this video is, first, I'm going to be talking about how the server's changed from when I first made it, opened it, and released it, and how it's become to this day. I'm going to be also talking about how ranking works, how the server works, how it runs, normal resets and stuff like that, just so new players understand how the server runs and stuff like that, especially if you are new to the server, played on it, but don't understand how it all works, or if you were just, like I said, someone new trying to find a server to play on. So, let's start with how the server's changed since I first opened it. And of course, if you've been around, you would know that the server was originally just a survival multiplayer server. It has changed a lot since then. Of course, you could see I have multiple servers now. AthentaMC was originally just the server itself, and it was just quiet, not really many people. And when I first uploaded the video, I got a ton of views on that, and I was really happy to see that I got so many views on that video. And I had people just coming in, asking questions how the server runs and stuff like that. And then I introduced ranks, and then added more permissions, changed some permissions up a bit, and carried off from there. And then from some point, like 2.5 months later, I've added more worlds. And what these worlds were just different parts of the server that you could play on. Like I used to have an RP world where you can just go there to RP and stuff like that. But at that time, it was using so much space on that one server. It was stressing it, and a lot of people were complaining about the lag and so on and so forth. So then, what I came to the conclusion of accidentally, like, I accidentally deleted the server by mistake. Not like deleted it and you weren't able to play it no more. Like, I deleted the worlds. Everything on it was gone. History. There was nothing except just a normal plain vanilla world. What I did was I ended up making it into a Bungee Cord. And what a Bungee Cord is, it's just like a proxy server that you connect multiple servers to, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to go into an in-depth description on how Bungee Cord works. So, I ended up screwing up the server. That was my fault. I blame myself for that. Um, so, yes, I am here. Yes. But, so I screwed up the server. I blame myself for that. I had a very big misunderstanding on how bungee cords worked at the time. So I fixed the server up. Um, and, then it became, back to what it was. It was like a survival world. You had your spawn again and multiple different worlds. So I mean, it was kind of a refresh, I could say. So that was a sad and hurting moment because of how much work I put into that server at the time. Well, the same server, how much work I and all my builders and staff team put into the server at that time, and it was really heartaching and everything like that I had to do that. I messed everything up, and I put all the blame on myself, which you know uh, really bothered me. So then we built back up again. We came back from my mistake, and we built the SMP World again, and if we go to /MVS, we have our basic spawn. It looked a lot more dull at the time because I built it. So I had my builder, George, go ahead and I'm like, George, do me a favor, buddy. Can you revamp the spawn? Keep the same idea. Keep the interior is designed, but fix up the walls. Give it more detail. It needs detail. And he's like, okay, sure, yeah, why not? I'll do it. And now it's this pretty again. And we used to have portals here. I used to have advanced portals that took you to each different world. I had one as the old SMP world, so if you still wanted to play on the old SMP, you were able to play on that. And there was the RP world where you were able to play on that, and then just the staff room that went down there, which I believe I blocked off. No, okay, so you're still able to go down there, but the NPCs are just gone. So that was my old server. That was like the alpha version of the server. Um, so from there, I decided, okay, I'm going to do a lot more research this time. I'm going to make myself a Bungee Cord server, and I'm going to do it right. So I sat there for about 12 hours researching, looking for videos. Um, so, and I'm stuttering, I'm sorry. And I sat there for about 12 hours looking and searching up how to run, how to make a Bungee Cord server, and how to run it, how to get it to work, how the permissions work, how to do this, and that. And, and it took a lot of time, and the time got me really far. And, now I understand how Bungee Cords work. Now I understand how to work it and everything like that, and how to set up the permissions per player or per person, how the staff permissions work, administrator permissions work for a Bungee Cord server, and how to get certain things to work throughout the whole entire server. So not only in just SMP, but say I want to talk to staff member that's all the way in Skyblock, I can message that staff member in Skyblock in SMP. Knowing that either way, both are still different to two different servers. It's just the plugin that I have installed allows me to talk to them. And okay, I'm gonna stop talking about that. So it evolved. We built up, and factions wasn't factions at one point. Faction was actually supposed to be a PvP arena, and then I just sort of dropped the idea because I'm kind of just it was collecting dust. And, I didn't know what to build, and I mean, PvP arena is like an arena. You build an arena, and I just didn't. I just didn't go with it. I wasn't too fond of PvP arena. I wanted a server that could stand, that could last, that's really good. So I built a faction server. No, actually, I built a VIP SMP server, which I was going to make a VIP rank, which would carry throughout the whole server, but most of the permissions for VIP would only be in that paid access world, of course, trying to follow the EULA. So if a player you can go ahead and read the EULA yourself. I'm not going to read the EULA out. So I was trying to follow the EULA, and I was going to make sure that only the permissions that were given to the VIP players would only work inside the VIP server. And then I'm like, well, then that seems kind of unfair. In a way, to myself, I find that's unfair because restricting only a world. I mean, in a way, no, it's not unfair, but unfair in a different sense. So So I just scrapped the VIP world idea, and then I went along and made a YouTube video and asked, "Hey, what do you think I should make this server? I don't want it to be a VIP. I don't want it to be a PvP arena. Give me an idea." And then one idea was factions, which I know how to make faction servers. I've done it, and I've worked with them and stuff like that. So I personally know how to make faction servers because I used to own two other faction servers before this server. So I made it into a factions. The other one was a dungeons kind of thing, and I don't know how to make a dungeon server. I've tried searching so much so much. I did so much research on how to make a dungeon server. It was unbelievable, and I still could not get the answers that I wanted or needed to make it. So I made it into a factions, the thing that I know how to do the best, know how to do the most. So I made factions. And of course, roleplay was something that I wanted to do myself because I love roleplay. Myself, I personally love roleplay. Medieval roleplay, city RP, what name it, I'll play it. Sci-fi roleplay, so on and so forth. So I just love roleplay. Skyblock was another personal favorite of mine, and a lot of people loved it. I had most of my server was in Skyblock when I first said, "Hey, Skyblock's open now, you guys. You can guys go ahead and play it." So everyone went from SMP all the way down to Skyblock, and then a couple of people were inside roleplay. So that was like wow, that's a large transfer. And I had like 2 or 3 people inside SMP after that. Not really many people went to factions. Factions is still itself, that server itself is still in like an alpha stage, but the whole server in its entirety is still in a beta. So the server is what it is today, and it's changed a lot. And I've tried to do my best to make the server what it is, and as best as I can with the most of my power to make it fun. I tried to add certain things. Players wanted to see silk spawners. I've added silk spawners. Players wanted to see some kind of voting plugin so they can earn rewards. So I added voting plugin so they can get rewards. I added a reward plugin. Stuff like that, so on and so forth. I wanted to make sure that players have the optimal enjoyment on the server as much as I can give without ruining the entire game itself. The point of surviving. So, as most of you probably don't know, most, or actually all of my servers are survival based. There's not a creative server. There's not a some kind of server where you just don't have to build at all. Everything's survival based. In RP, you can choose to live in the town or you can go out into the wilderness and go ahead and build. Of course, survival multiplayer, it's self explanatory. Factions, it's obviously a survival game. It's obviously you have to, defend your land and so on and so forth. And of course, for Skyblock, it's surviving in a sky on a block in a floating island. So all my servers are survival based. So that's one thing. I know a lot of people love survival based servers, and well, if you love survival servers, then this is something for you. Okay, so that's enough about the server itself. And if you've made it this far, I'm happy that you made it this far, because now I'm going to talk about the things that new players need to know or just are looking to know, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to talk about how ranking works. And, what I call ranking on this server is loyalty ranks. You earn your ranks up to the highest player earned rank, which is the Conqueror. The highest player earned rank is Conqueror. So if you play long enough, you can get that rank. And what it is, it's showing loyalty. You enjoy the server. You're playing on the server to get a rank, or you want to get somewhere on the server. It's loyalty. You're showing loyalty and dedication to my server. So you earn your ranks in every different server. Each server has its own ranking system. Excuse me. So in SMP, you have your own rank. In factions, you have a different rank. In roleplay, you have a different rank. And in Skyblock and Hub, you have your own rank. Once you hit Conqueror rank, and I notice you hit the Conqueror rank, I'll make your rank Conqueror on every single server because you put so much time into my server. That's what I'm going to do for you as like a token of appreciation. That's me showing, hey, you deserve to have your rank in every single server because you did the most, or you not did the most, but showed so much loyalty, showed dedication, effort towards the server that you deserve to have your rank processed through every server instead of just one rank per server. So you could be like a survival master survivalist in one server, and it could be an adventure plus in another. That's how the ranking works, but it's loyalty per server. That's how it works. But once you hit Conquer, and I notice it, or you tell me, and you show me, because I need proof, of course, I will make your rank Conqueror in every single server, and there's one extra gift you get from from that as becoming a conqueror inside the server, which is, you know, the highest player earned rank, the loyalty ranks. And you get one extra gift, and I cannot say it because it's a gift, it's special, and I cannot tell you because, you know, I want you to find out. So you get an extra gift once you get the highest player earned rank, the loyalty ranks. There's of course premium ranks, which is Titan, Elite, and Legend, or well, I did it backwards: Elite, Legend, and Titan. Okay, Legend being the lowest premium rank, Elite being the second highest premium rank, and Titan being the highest most earned player. No, not most earned, but highest premium rank on the server itself. And there's only one person with that rank, and I believe that is Devin. I think he has the premium, the Titan rank. I'm not sure. There's quite a few players with the premium rank already from my past giveaways. So that's how server ranking works. There is no buy shop at the moment, so you cannot buy ranks, you cannot buy items off for the server. I did a few tests to make sure they work, and of course they all work. It's just I'm trying to, you know, trying to be like work with the EULA, so I'm trying to find ways to give more to the ranks without violating the EULA, so on and so forth. That's why I have not opened the Buycraft shop yet for premium ranks and so on. So how the server runs, how it works, and the reset times is of course random. The resets oftenly happen once a server usually overloads itself. Of course, that's an automatic and by default automatic reset. So if the server randomly just shuts down on you, even though just like it just reset like maybe an hour ago, if it overloads, it means, you know, it's just, you know, it's using a lot of CPU, so it shuts itself down, turns itself back on. Then it should run normally after that. It's probably just because of an error file that happened when loading up. But automatic resets oftenly happen every 8 hours on the server. So if you're playing and the server's been up for so long, you know it's getting laggy, keep in mind every 8 hours the server will reset. I don't exactly have a defined time I can give you because everyone of course lives in a different time zone, but usually around 2 o'clock in the morning my time the server resets itself, and then again 8 hours later at 10 a.m. for me. And then, you know, so on and so forth. It cycles. It goes between times. How staff works is, of course, you have to apply for it once I make applications available for staff ranking and stuff like that. So you can't just ask for a rank. Asking for a rank will lead you to a warning on the server. I want you guys to know that. If you did /rules, it says in the temp ban, so if you go to /rules tool, it says asking for staff, fly, creative, etc. from staff, it will lead you to a warning, and yeah, so keep that in mind, you know. I believe that's about it. If you guys got any more questions about the server, if you guys want to know more how it runs, like in defined terms, with your questions, if you guys want to know how it works and stuff like that, you can go ahead and ask me in the comments below. You can send me a private message on Discord if you want the Discord server. I will give it to anybody that reaches the adventure rank. So that's right after starter. Play 4 hours, you get the Discord server Discord server, you know, thing. So yeah, that's about it. I think that's all for watching. It's Faye here, and if you are new, if you are somewhat new to the server, then at least now you know how it all works. And yeah, and if you watched this video because you felt like it, well, thank you. I thank you guys all for watching, and if it helped you guys understand my server, go ahead and hit that like button, comment in the comment section below. Like I said, if you had any questions, go ahead and ask. I'm open to answer them really quickly. Do not have to wait. As soon as I see a reply, I answer it right away. Other than that, guys, I think that's all for watching. It's Faye here. Peace out.